Moving day at the Scottish Open, where 36-hole leader Cameron Tringali is chasing his first PGA Tour victory. He's won $17 million in his career, the most money won on tour without a win. Looking to change that this weekend. Cameron Tringali, pre-tournament odds plus 10,000, a long shot. But he had a sensational round in his opening round. A 961 in round one, holds a 3-stroke lead entering round 3, and a strong start here on 3. Gets that to go for eagle, moves to 9 under. But then Tringali ran into trouble. Here on 8, second shot from 199 yards out. And you don't want to be in the thick stuff. He would bogey the hole, third bogey in a row, falls to 6 under. Now an 11 to save par. Drops to 5 under. Now on 17 to save par. 11 feet away, no. 6 bogeys to end his round. Cards a 4 over 74 in round 3, but still in the mix, tied for 6th at 3 under. Meantime, world number 12 Jordan Spieth looking to make a move. He's got a knack for making tough shots. I mean, look at this. In the rough, here on 10, his second shot, 243 yards to the green, and look at this generous roll. I mean, this is incredible. It's like a trick shot. Within 4 feet, he would make the eagle putt and moves to 3 under. Now on 15, second shot from 108 yards out. And this time, he holes out for eagle. Couple of eagles in his round. 466 in round 3. He's tied for 3rd, 3 shots behind the leader. This man, world number 11, Xander Schauffele, looking to win his 2nd PGA Tour event in 3 weeks. Coming off a win at the Travelers. Here on 6 for birdie. Got it! Now on 11 from 16 feet away. Putting with precision. Moves to 6 under. Now on 13. Second shot from the rough. 123 yards out. Xander Schauffele gets it up there nice and close. Within 7 feet, he'd make the putt for birdie. Moves to 7 under. Look at the wind whipping, whistling there in Scotland. Now on 15 for birdie. Buries it. Back-to-back birdies on 15 and 16, but then back-to-back bogeys on 17 and 18. However, he still leads the way atop the leaderboard at 7 under par. He's got a 2-shot lead on Rafa Cabrera Bello. And look, Xander Schauffele looking like one of the best in the world this weekend. A win on Sunday would be his 3rd PGA Tour win this season. He is the favorite at minus 120. Talking with Amanda Renner after his round, looking to close it out on Sunday.
Xander Schauffele, at the turn yesterday, you were 9 shots off the lead. You are now the overnight leader with 18 holes to play. What switched for you?
I think it's just links golf. I was telling Austin on the back nine, you just sort of look at the leaderboard and you just never know what's going to happen. So you really have to stick to sort of, Austin and I had this plan at the Travelers to really, stick to the process, and we're going to have to put some solid emphasis on it out here, because you just can't really leaderboard watch too much, because it's sort of with the wind and the bounces and sort of putting in the wind, and weird things can happen. So really got to just do the good old 1 shot at a time.
You're always making that a little difficult for me. That's okay. So we talked to Jordan Spieth about this as well. He's a winner already this season, as you are at the Travelers. So your game is where it needs to be. But what needs to shift to go from knowing your game is in great shape to knowing it can be in great shape on links golf?
Just a few things. I mean, I think you kind of get acclimated with certain bounces, flatting certain shots in the wind. Trying to putt in the wind is just a mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've really figured it out, to be completely honest. If you can do it a little bit better than everyone else, then you're winning. But just a few things like that, I think, is a big one. But it really just taps into sort of the feel of a player, and I think that's what I enjoy the most.
How do you work on putting? How do you try to figure it out while you're here?
I mean, you try and get the speed. I think when it's so windy and it's hard to hit greens, it becomes sort of a scrambling test. So if you can chip it really close, the difference between chipping it to 7 feet or 3 feet is massive out here. Maybe on perfect greens and no wind, it may not be that big of a difference, but out here it makes a big one. So it's not so much really the putting, but sort of just trying to get it close.
And for more, let's welcome in CBS Sports HQ golf analyst Doug Bell. Xander Schauffele bogey-free in the 3rd round up until back-to-back bogeys on 17 and 18. Still A heck of a round of 466. This after a 565 on Friday, dealing with windy conditions. Doug, how was Xander able to navigate his way to the top of the leaderboard?
Well, Hakeem, it's interesting. After Thursday's round, he was 11 shots off the lead. 11 shots. Now, he's fought his way back. Obviously, Friday was a huge moving day for him and played great on Saturday up until 17 and 18. And that was links golf. Hit a poor tee shot. They caught the green, rolled off the green, bogeyed 17, then hit a bad tee shot in the fescue at 18. That happens, and he talked about that in that interview we just heard. But he's playing great golf, Hakeem. There's no question. The Travelers Championship was a huge deal for him. Had not won an individual tournament in 3 years. And I interviewed him after the Travelers Championship, and you could sense this guy has found something. He's excited about where his game is. Says he's hitting it really well right now, but the confidence factor after that Travelers is at an all-time high. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, playing with Rafa Cabrera Bello, a guy who's won on the European Tour, never on the PGA Tour, and has had a tough season, missed 8 out of his last 10 cuts. So we'll see if Xander can pull it off, winning back-to-back. The last time, obviously, that was done on the PGA Tour. Scotty Scheffler won match play and then the Masters. So we'll see if Xander can go back-to-back heading into the Open Championship. I think it'll be a challenge because the wind will be up tomorrow, and it's always tough to try to protect a lead, to say the least, in professional golf.
Yeah, you were there at the Travelers Championship where Xander Schauffele was victorious. What would a win mean here at the Scottish Open mean for Xander?
Well, I think it would give him the feeling that he's playing the best golf of his life, even better than when he won the gold medal a couple of years ago in the Olympics. And when a golfer knows that everything has come together, he's caught lightning in a bottle, success breeds success, whether it's an individual sport like golf or tennis or team sports. We know what happens when an athlete feels like, hey, I've found it. And that's where Xander is right now. Boy, if he can win back-to-back heading to the Open Championship, this could be one special end of the season for Xander Schauffele. Remember now, he's a guy a couple of weeks ago, what's wrong with the X-Man? Hasn't won a tournament in 3 years. The best player not to win a major championship. Still has not won that major, but he's now on the verge of something very, very special. But again, Hakeem, he has to close the deal tomorrow. It'll be a challenge.
Yeah, he's locked in with his caddy, Austin Kaiser. So they are in lockstep out there at the Renaissance Club at Scottish Open. Schauffele has a 2-shot lead on Rafa Cabrera Bello and a 3-shot lead on a group that includes Jordan Spieth. He was brilliant in round 3, couple of eagles, including a hole out on 15. In his post-round interview, talked about being confident with whatever club was in his hand. Doug, what'd you see from Spieth on moving day?
You know, Hakeem, it's interesting. All these guys are momentum players, right? If they get it going, they feel they can keep it going. But Jordan heads that list. Man, when he's feeling it, there's no stopping the guy. Those 2 eagles at 10 and 15 were really special. But the one thing we're seeing from Jordan Spieth, he's getting up and down from awkward spots, which you have to do in links golf courses. And the putter is getting hot. Now, he missed the cut at the Travelers. I talked to him at the Travelers, and he really wasn't that upset about it. He said it was just an inexplicable 2 days for him on a course that he really likes there, TPC River Highlands. But now 2 weeks later, he's got it back. And I'm telling you, after this 66 today, you know, some golfers you say, well, he might not be able to go back-to-back. Jordan Spieth could go back-to-back. That's his M.O. And a guy who likes to come from behind. Again, Xander will be protecting the lead, and Jordan Spieth will be trying to roar from behind. It'll be an exciting spot for him, and he's in a very, very good spot.
As for the 36-hole leader, Cameron Tringali moving the wrong way on moving day. Cards of 4 over 74. Started his 3rd round with an eagle on 3, then carded 6 bogeys thereafter. Doug, what happened with Tringali in round 3?
Wow, it was links golf personified. He put himself in just awful spots, Hakeem, off the tee. Second shots bounded off the green into no man's land where he couldn't get up and down. And most of all, as you see, the putter absolutely let him down. After that 61, which was a career low on Thursday, he talked about the putter had never been better. He said, I was hitting everything from everywhere, but that has not been the case the last 2 days. And Cameron is a guy who's been up there a long time, 13 years of professional golf. He's never won on the PGA Tour. He's finished second 4 times. And I think he'll obviously, he hopes to be a bridesmaid, but he's not going to win this time either. Listen, Thursday was a special day, but the last 2 days have not been special. And so Cameron Tringali, again, only 4 shots back. He'll have to do something crazy good on Sunday. but I'm afraid he'll have to wait another week to maybe get his first win, Cameron Tringali.
Yeah, he's won $17 million in his career, the most money won on tour without a victory. So he's going to need a miracle on Sunday to come back to get his first PGA Tour victory. Your First Cut podcast pals, Rick Gehman and Mark Immelman, picked Xander Schauffele to win the Scottish Open. Are you jumping on the Xander bandwagon, or are you picking someone else in the chase pack?
Well, Hakeem, I really like Xander, and he's playing really, really well. But is he playing better than Matthew Fitzpatrick, our U.S. Open champion? I don't think so. And again, Fitzmagic, I think, will be on display on Sunday. A guy who grew up playing links golf. He's an Englishman. I mean, he's played it virtually his whole life. And so when you stack his experience in links golf with all the other guys, it simply does not match up. And he hasn't had a special round yet at the Scottish Open. He's played okay, 71, 66, 70, but I think he's in store for something really good, maybe like a 64 or 65. The putter's going to get hot. Listen, at the U.S. Open, I mean, what he did was extra special. And I know he wants to go U.S. Open, Open Championship, but he'll take a Scottish Open as well. And listen, the gallery will be behind Matthew Fitzpatrick on Sunday. There's no question. And again, he's in a great spot coming from behind. All these great champions love coming from behind. 4
shots back is Matthew Fitzpatrick, and you can get him right now at 11-1. That's Doug Bell's pick to win the Scottish Open. Doug, appreciate the breakdown here at CBS Sports HQ.
Thanks, Hakeem.
Hey, scan the QR code on your screen right now to check out the new TaylorMade TP5X golf balls and improve your game today. This third round recap of the Scottish Open is presented by the all-new TaylorMade Tour Response Golf Ball. Tour DNA, less money. And for more awesome golf content, join Rick Gehman and his crew on the First Cut podcast. You'll get tournament previews, including DFS picks and analysis. You'll also get round-by-round reaction to each PGA Tour event. The First Cut podcast, download and subscribe today.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.